Hi, I'm William Byrne. 31 years ago, I wrote, illustrated, and self-published a 24-page black and white comic book called Max Burger P.I. Max Burger P.I. is about a mutant hamburger private investigator, born from a microwave explosion 17 years ago, who solves crimes and battles his brother the Mad Burger, part cyborg, part hamburger, and who lives in the sewers and plots to take over the world and reshape it to his dark vision. Now I'm planning to re-release Max Burger P.I. number 1 in a longer 48-page story with all new art. I hope you will back my Indiegogo campaign. Thank you. Hey, welcome everyone. So the headline today is I'm working on a timeline for a graphic novel. I've written 2 stories already, so I'm doing something new and seeing how that is going. And yeah, I got the plot down, so I'm just going to start writing it soon. So that will be a timeline I'm working on. I'm going to try to make it a little complex than the last 2 stories, and I'm doing it differently than what I did before. So I'm doing it on kind of a whiteboard like this, and so I've got chapter 1 down, chapter 2, and then chapter 3. So yeah, so I'm doing some stuff, doing some research, how to do a timeline and stuff like that. Actually, I found some ones I can do online, so I don't have to do it on a whiteboard. And so this might work out better for me because if I travel somewhere and I need to look at my timeline, I don't have to bring my whiteboard with me and worry about it getting erased with the marker. So online stuff is going to be much better. So that's what I'm working on. Started on it yesterday. So I've got 3 chapters done, and I'm adding some side notes into it, what I need to add from other characters and stuff like that. So it's very exciting. It's a story I've been waiting to do for a long time. I've got the first issue being drawn. So hopefully we'll get that done for next year. That will be like an 80-page graphic novel. And then the next one will be about 120 pages. And yeah, I'm excited for doing some new stuff. Max Burger's coming soon. We got I've got the perks set up. I might have to go in this week. I might have to refine some stuff, but it's almost ready to go. I'm looking for more people to sign up for the email so I can release this fully, and then we can get this going. Hopefully, my goal is there's a couple people I've seen in Indiegogo. I know I like to make it as a competition, competing. I'd like to be able to reach Ethan Fanskyver's levels, what he did with his first Cyberfrog, and get that high, because that will help bring the universe that I'm going to put together. Like I want to do a bunch of superhero stuff that's been I've had created for a long time, and so I can say I've done them. Each one of those characters, because I always look at it. I've read some stuff from Les Brown and stuff like that. If you just imagine yourself laying on your deathbed, and all these characters that you created all come around and say to you, "You've never brought us to life," and you're coming close to you're on your deathbed, and that's a terrible way to leave the earth, thinking that you've never accomplished these characters that came into your world, into your head, and you never put them out there. Even if they made no money, at least you did it, So, so that's what I'm up to. Just looking at some stuff here. I'm going to share my screen here. Looking at some stuff on Bounding into Comics. It says a rumor that cyborg actor Ray Fisher wants changes made to the script for the Flash film. Well, it seems like Ray Fisher will reprise his role as Cyborg in the upcoming Flash, despite his recent outspoken criticism of Justice League production team. A new rumor claims that the actor has made some demands for changes to the film's script. The last few months have found Fisher on the warpath against top Warner Brothers brass over his treatment on the set of Justice League under backup director Joss Whedon, who was brought in to finish the film after Zack Snyder abruptly left the project. Fisher also accused then DC and Chief Creative Officer Geoff Johns of threatening his career after these concerns were brought to light, and claimed that the president of DC Films attempted to throw Joss Whedon and John Berg under the bus in hopes that I would relent on Geoff Johns. In response to Fisher's allegations, Warner Brothers released a statement that stated, Mr. Fisher was never alleged in any actionable misconduct against him. Warner Media nevertheless initiated an investigation into the concerns he raised about his character's portrayal. Furthermore, their statements claim that Fisher is not cooperating with the assigned investigator, as Fisher currently believes he was hired by the studio and not the parent company Warner Media. According to a new rumor reported by Cosmic Book News, this tangled web of controversy could be ramifications for The Flash. While Warner Brothers' statement makes it seem like if the conversation between Hamda and Fisher focused solely on the actor's complaints regarding Justice League, CBN highlights a section of Warner Brothers' statement that brings up Andy Muschietti film and Cyborg's supporting role. This section confirms Cyborg rejoins a member of the League. Ben Affleck's Batman as Ezra Miller's Barry Allen, definitely, but possibly others too, for the Time Paradox adventure. The two had previously spoken when Mr. Hamda asked him to reprise his role as Cyborg in Warner Brothers' upcoming Flash movie, together with other members of the Justice League. It reads, Mr. Fisher recounted disagreements he had with the film's creative team regarding his portrayal of Cyborg, and complained that his suggested script revisions were not adopted. Reads the excerpt highlighted by CBN. Mr. Hamda explained that the creative differences are a normal part of the production process, and that the film's writer-director ultimately has to be in charge of these matters. Though the creative team members and the nature of the creative differences between them and Fisher were not specific. Fans have long believed that the former Flash directors John Francis Daly and Jonathan Goldstein left the project due to assumed creative differences with star Ezra Miller. However, it is possible Fisher could also have been part of the problem, as CBN prosates Fisher's unhappiness with the studio stems from the potential for Cyborg to be recast in a supposed reboot of DC's cinematic universe. Given that The Flash is shaping up to be a time travel story, heavy story that devolves into concepts of DC multiverse, a reboot of the comic book company's cinematic universe may not be out of question. It is also possible that Fisher could be generally unhappy with the reduced role Cyborg has given in The Flash, as it is known that the character has an expensive role when writer Rick Famuyiwa, sorry, I'm not able to pronounce his name, Famuyiwa, was attached to the project. Unfortunately, Fisher's butting of heads with studio most likely does not help his odds of securing an expanded presence in the story. Do you think Fisher's input will be taken into account for The Flash? And what role do you see Cyborg playing in the film? What do you think? Yeah, I think they should get rid of Miller and Fisher. It's just a constant complaining. I don't remember actors in the past ever complaining. Well, a long time ago that they complained. Who would be best that they, if they could replace, it's a Flash on TV. Not replace him on TV, but bring him into the movies. I think Grant Gustin would be great as a movie Flash as well, and he could tie into the multiverse and stuff like that. Maybe by the time they get to this, the Flash TV show will be canceled, and maybe Grant will go on and do the movie stuff. So there was some stuff here about, I'm going to expand that. And Superman 1940s radio drama, a reenactment to be held at upcoming Explore the Multiverse DC fandom. A reenactment of the 1940 Superman radio show will be conducted as part of the upcoming Explore the Multiverse DC fandom event. The reenactments will air all day during the DC fandom, which will be brought back to life courtesy of Warner Brothers and a nonprofit, the Creative Coalition. We are thrilled to join comic book fans and creators at DC fandom, explore the multiverse to bring the original Superman to life and celebrate the arts, said Creative Coalition CEO Robin Bronk, who excitedly added that we encourage Superman fans to learn more about the Creative Coalition mission to support the arts by visiting thecreativecoalition.org. We are grateful to Warner Brothers and DC for supporting that work. The reenactment voices will include former Superman voice actor and current president of the Creative Coalition, Tim Daly, Hawaii Five-0 star Daniel D. Kim, and Brooklyn 99 star Terry Crews. Wilson Cruz, Star Trek Discovery, Jason Alexander Steinfeld and Harley Quinn, Trowan Bacello, Pretty Little Liars. So it looks like they have a list of a lot of good actors that are in there, I guess, doing voices and stuff. The title of The Adventures of Superman, the radio series, ran for 11 years, from 1940 to 1951, for a total of 2,088 episodes and an impressive broadcast run. Each episode was a length of 15 minutes and 30 seconds and has been since collected on a deluxe CD box set. DC Fandom's second event will be held this Saturday, September the 12th. If you're interested in listening to the reenactment, how do you feel about the cast? Let us know and let me know. What do you think? Actually, I didn't even know there was a deluxe CD box. I like listening to these old radio series. So I'm gonna have to go and search that out. I guess what I understand here is that what they're going to do is the actors are going to read out the scripts instead of rebroadcasting the original Superman serial stuff. Yes, gotta check that out. Let's see if I can find that. Yes. What do you think? Did anybody listen to old podcasts from the past that used to be on the radio? You have any CDs? I have tapes on The Shadow from the 1940s. I really like the Shadow podcast that used to be on. I'm sure you probably find it on Amazon. Everything's on Amazon. I noticed lately. Yep, they are on Amazon. Now it's taking me to an American count, but yeah, it's $13.95 American. Can I change my nationality? Oh. I just have to go back. Yeah, so that's what's going on. So yeah, just trying to go back in my browser here. Here we go. Canada, yes. Now it's not showing anything. Image not available. I can buy it on eBay for $29.59 or US $22.49. See how much the dollar is much lower. It's more expensive for us to buy stuff, you know. There's one here, the Superman versus the Animan on radio audio CD. That's available. $127.88. Oh man. I guess it would have to be shipped. They probably wouldn't have copies of that at audio cassette. The Adventures of Superman with Batman. Let me share this with you guys. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So you can see there, that's the Adventures of Superman with Batman and Robin on radio audio cassette. One of his 90-minute tape. Yeah, $33.89 is still, I don't know. I still find that pricey for an audio cassette. You know, what do you think? You know, I know a lot of people probably don't have anything to play cassettes on anymore. You know, there's probably a few few people like me that have 3 Walkmans. I have a stereo that has a dual tape deck in it. I have a ghetto blaster or a boombox that has a cassette and a CD player on it with a radio, AM, FM radio on it. So, yeah, but I think it's too expensive. I think it's way too expensive. So, a topic today, what I was talking about was working on timelines. So, if you just came in, you've seen it on YouTube, this thing. So I'm working on a new story. I've written 2 stories of this character that does not seem to, it seems to be a struggle to get the book published. I'm still continuing to write scripts. I work very hard on these scripts. I work very hard on the language. To get the language and stuff right for this story. So I'm doing something different. I'm doing timelines, which I've never done before. So I found some online that I can do timelines without doing a whiteboard. Because I'm finding a whiteboard, I tend to smear it with my arm or my hand or something like that. And the whiteboard isn't really that straight. I got it at the Dollarama. It comes with a bunch of magnets, which I don't really need. I've got a calendar that I use to write down stuff that I have an appointment with. So I kind of like the idea of doing it online. I probably could do it in an Excel. I want to be able to have it online. So if I happen to go to a cafe, because I usually like writing in a cafe, I don't know, I just like the atmosphere. It's not at home, and it's easy to write. When I'm drawing, I can do it at home. I can do it on the road. But when I'm writing, I kind of get into the groove by being at a cafe and just writing. Even if it's a half an hour, I seem to get a lot done. So I want to do some timelines. So because this story is going to be, I think, a little bit more complex than my previous stories that I've written. So I need to keep everything in track. So if I come up with something new, I can add into it and stuff like that. I'm not sure how large I'm going to make it. The first graphic novel is 80 pages. Second one's 120 pages, and this one might be bigger. I don't really know where it is, where it's going to head. I've got some points. I'm glad that a friend of mine has lent me his character to be in the book. He's got some special abilities that I am using in the storyline. So it's going to be kind of a team up. He appears in the second issue, so we kind of get a continuation in the third one at the end, because he's got a story planned out. So hopefully mine will kind of add into his, so the continuity will stay together. And then we will, the character will go into chaos, and he'll lose himself for a bit, and then he'll have to figure out how to get back on track. And so there's a couple of storylines that will take him off track for a while, and then it will change him for hopefully better or more intriguing, So yeah, that's where I'm going with the storyline here. So looking for timelines. If anybody knows of anything for websites for timelines that I can do online rather than doing it on a whiteboard. You know, you can put them in the comments. Let me know, because I don't want to do it on the whiteboard because I keep marking it up with my hands. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I've got a lot of projects to do. I still got to do some more drawing. I haven't done any today. My morning is all going to be booked. I'm not going to be at home. I'm going to be probably leaving in probably about an hour or so. And I got to get some stuff done with the car. I got a chiropractor to go and see. It's always fun to get my back cracked. And so I'll be wandering around Kitchener. Hopefully I don't run into a guy I ran into last Saturday. He doesn't like photographers, so every time he sees a camera, he'll call me a bag of shit. He'll call me this and he'll call me this. So hopefully I don't run into him today. We'll be taking my camera down to take some pictures. And yeah, got lots of projects coming in the future. I just want to make sure my Max Burger project is doing well. The Indiegogo, when I launch it, it does really well. I can make the funding so I can pay for another artist. Looking for an inker. If there's somebody that's listening that's an inker, you know, contact me. Let me know what your rates are. I've got about 7 pages that need to be inked. I'm not drawing it. It's somebody else that's drawing it. So if you're an inker and you'd like to work on an independent book, contact me. Show me examples of your art. You know, I don't want to, you know, I've had some people contact me for graphic design, and they've sent me work. Well, I had one from Nigeria that sent me samples of his work, and I'm going like, well, that's not too bad. But after I had a disagreement with him, he was mad because I wasn't responding to him and paying him money quick enough. I ended up taking him off Facebook. And as I'm doing some searching through the internet, I find the same stuff that he claims was his work. So seemed like he was lying, you know. So it's good I let him go. But I'm looking for an inker. So if anybody knows an inker, you know, that's a good price. I got to see examples. You got to prove it's your work, that you didn't steal it from somebody else and claiming it's yours. So, you know, if you're an inker, let me know. Show me examples, and then we'll start working. Maybe we'll start working on some. I got to see if your stuff is good enough. I can send you some digital examples if you want to try it out and show me what you can do on this Don Tyler's artwork. You're welcome to do that. You know, the book won't be coming out for next year, so it's not a big rush to find somebody. So I'll probably be doing an Indiegogo thing for next year. You know, you want to get in, you want to try it out, let me know. Or you know somebody that wants to get into the industry, you know, let me know. And we can work something out. But I definitely want to get this book out. It's been delayed too long. I've had too many headaches working with people. You know, I'm not giving up on the character. I really think, like, I've really worked hard on this thing. You know, people don't think that sitting on a sitting on your ass and typing, or even drawing, for matter of facts. People think that it's oh, it's easy. It's so easy, and it's not really work. Not like working in a factory, slaving for somebody else and getting low pay. Um, you know, and what satisfaction are you getting always from working for somebody else? Um, like you're creating books, comic books, and stuff like that. You're creating stuff for yourself, and I think that's an compliment, accomplishment. Can't get my words out this morning again. I'm gonna have to trade in that tongue. It's just not working for me. So yeah, but it is work. It is hard work coming up with this stuff. Because you go into a story, I find when I go into a story, I'm constantly going back and revising it. My head is thinking about the story. I come back to what I've written and I'll add this in here. I'll take this out. I try to hear the words in my head, and I try to have a bit of fun with it, and I want to leave. Number we're on this earth, like I've talked about this before. We're not on this earth for a long time, and we have to go out and do things. I want to leave some behind that's going to last for a while. I want my characters, even when I'm long gone. People come across works that I've done or something like that, and say, "Look, he's done that book. That's really cool. That's a cool book. That's an interesting concept." And in a way, it kind of keeps me alive a bit. People go out. If the internet is still up, YouTube is still up, and these videos are still. I'm going to start backing up a lot of my videos and stuff and putting them on CDs, so I can pass them on to family members when I'm long gone or something like that. If YouTube is not there or the internet is not there, I don't know what's going to go on in the future. So yeah. So I'm going to stay on for maybe another 6 minutes or so. And I don't see anything worth talking about. The only thing it's worth talking about is the CD, the 1940 radio drama Reactment. But there isn't really a lot of news in here. There's supposed to be a Batman scribe, James Tynion IV, introduces new villain Ghostmaker as a Dark Knight's oldest rival. I never heard of the Ghostmaker. Well, it's a newly created Ghostmaker villain, and it's supposed to be connected to the early history of the Dark Knight. So I guess it was just made for this. There's supposed to be an X-Files animated comedy spinoff. That doesn't sound good. So there's supposed to be a trailer for Dune coming out. There's supposed to be a toy leak revealing first look at Selma Hayek's Ajax in the Eternals. I don't know. What do you think of the Eternals? Does that look like it's going to be a okay movie? I know they changed a lot of the characters, male characters to female characters, and vice versa. So I don't know. I'm thinking I'm done with the Marvel universe. Um, at least going to movies, unless I might go and see the Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I did like the first two. I think maybe I liked it a bit more because of the music and the stuff. Well, there was some funny stuff with Groot and stuff like that, and with Rocket and Star Lord. But I think I'm basically done with the Marvel universe. You know, don't know, but yeah. So if anybody knows, I'll bring this up again. If anybody knows an inker, contact me and see what we can do. I want to do. I like to get this book done and get it out. I'm hoping not to have any issues, but there's always issues in life, so. Yeah, I was going to go on this. I was going to watch Ethan Van Sciver's screen. His his stream that he put up. He had about like 4 or 5 guests in there, and it was like 3 hours. I'm like going, oh my god, I can't sit here for 3 hours. I wanted to do a podcast. Don't know how long it's going to be. Yeah, so I had a question of the morning on Facebook. If you're not part of Facebook, friends of mine on Facebook, and what is your favorite thing that you'd like thing you do as a child that you would love to still be able to do as an adult? And and somebody wrote here, able is the key word. A friend of mine said ride a bike. So I don't know if it's a paddle bike or a motorcycle. So yeah, and another one said not to pay bills, and that's something I like to be able to do too. Is not to pay bills, But see, that's why you go working for somebody, you're gonna always be struggling paying bills and stuff. So if you're successful in a business, and this is why I don't want to work for anybody else anymore. I'm getting to the point. I'm getting older. I can't. I'm just sick of factories. I've worked in factories, worked for other people. I just want to put some stuff together that's floating in my head. That's all I want to do. At the end of the day, I just want to be able to. I want to educate people, not educate people. I want to entertain people. Entertain people with my stories. Have discussions about it. Fall in love with the characters that are in my books. And yeah, so they can fall in love with these characters, want to read the next one, or want to read the next page and go, wow, this is intriguing. It doesn't always have to be action, blood and stuff like that. It's a struggle of the hero or situations that get in front of the hero that the hero have to figure out how to get out of it, how to stop the bad guys, or even how the bad guys want to go and make their millions, how they use their powers, how they abuse their powers, how far will they go to go and reach their dark goals or whatever like that. The good guys and the bad guys are just as important. So that's what I want to do. This is my goal right now, is to get this Indiegogo going. Hopefully the Indiegogo, I'm not going to say hopefully, I'm going to say it's there. I just have to figure out to get the numbers up. I have to outdo, because I did a couple Kickstarters about 3 or 4 years ago, and it just didn't reach the goal. I think first couple times, it just didn't do it. So this one has got to do it. I got to beat some other people. I've got the goal fairly high, and I'm gonna go and review it again just to make sure that I don't want to make it too low either, where I got to struggle to pay for these books and ship them out and stuff like that. The whole thing of the fundraising is to back the book. You're actually buying it from me, but I have to have the money to be able to send it off to you. Other perks and stuff like that go with it. There might, if we get up to a certain goal, I might even change some of the perks, and see, enhance it with a little bit better, like t-shirts or something like that. I've talked to other creators, and they were saying not to add a lot of stuff into it. I'm taking advice of Dan Frega. I admire him. I think he's a very smart businessman. He's done very well in his Indiegogo on his first go. I don't know if I should be in longer in the long run with the videos, but I look at the longer I wait, the more I won't be able to do it. And you guys won't be able to enjoy what I see in my head. So that's the whole thing with working in factories and stuff like that. So, what's anybody else has any new stuff that they're seeing out in the industry you want to chat about? Do you want to anything new you want to talk about? Ask me questions about my storylines, or what I have planned, or whatever like that. Like I said, I'm going to stay on for probably another, as long as probably at least a half an hour to 45 minutes. That I'll probably be staying on. I got to go out this morning. I got to go get my car oil filter done. Got to see the chiropractor. So I got to go to Kitchener early to drop off my car so I can walk down. It's going to take me at least 15 to 20 minutes to walk downtown, depending, because I'll have my camera with me. And I noticed there's some fog out this morning, so maybe the fog will hold on until I get down, and I can take some pictures of the fog. And then I can go to my chiropractor, and then I come home and I got to work on some stuff. So I noticed here that the Batman Robert Pattinson tested positive for. I talked about this before, and he tested positive for COVID, for the beer bug. And film production is to resume after 2 weeks. So it says it was an unknown member of the crew tested positive. I thought it was Robert Pattinson. Well, it says here Robert Pattinson tested positive, but it says a member of the crew tested positive. But the thing with being diagnosed as positive, it does not mean that you're going to get it in your infection. And there is a 99 point some percent survival rate. So, it's just like in the cold, like, it's just, when we had flus and colds out there, they didn't go warning on the news, oh, there's a bad cold out there, you have to wear the mask and stuff like that. Yeah. But people will debate about that because they heard it on the news, So enough of politics stuff. I want to get into comic book stuff here. I'm looking at some ads here for eBay. They're showing Batmobiles, life-size Batmobile. I should have bought one last year when I went into what was it? The antique store in Cambridge, and they had a brand new Batmobile with figures of Batman and Robin and stuff like that. It's a pretty long one, and I think it was like $25 or something for it. And I kept putting it off. The colors didn't look right on it. I don't know if anybody has seen those Batmobiles. Let me see if I can find one. Do we still have an Amazon open? Yep. Let's see. There was a Batmobile, but I'm looking at the colors. I don't know if my eyes are going with the colors or something, but the paint on it, the red, there's these pinstripes on them, and they looked on the bigger model. It looked like it was orange, and I could have sworn that the stripes are they were red, and I'm like, why are they they look orange, Anybody seen that before? What is the actual color on the pinstripes on the original 1966 Batmobile? Is it red or is it orange? Let's see. I got one here. Get rid of that ad. Yeah, this one looks orange. Let me share you this on my screen here. Oh, that's not it. That's it here. Right here. All right. So, see that? Doesn't that look orange? Or is it my eyes? Because that looks definitely orange. That's not a bad price, $25. But this is not Amazon. Yeah, I can buy it here for. It has an orange detailing. That's what it says there. It is orange. I thought it was red. I thought the pinstripe was red, not orange. Yeah, I really thought that it was red. Yeah, I always thought it was red because I recall seeing it red. have you seen any Batmobiles that are red pinstripe? I thought I did. You know, they were saying here, there's an article here that says some people buy restored cars and sell them as originals. I guess this is not it. Yeah, I don't know. What color is the pinstripes? I got some Hot Wheel cars, Batman ones on my wall here. So they're, but they're from the animated series. There's the Batwing. There's a Tumbler I have, and I have the Justice League Hot Wheels one. So I don't have any, but I recall it. Yeah, it says here it's orange. I don't recall it being ever orange. I thought black and yeah, I thought they were black and red. You know, does anybody know about that? You know? So I'm just going to see if I can do a search here. I spelled it wrong. Can't spell. Yeah, the Batmobile used to be a Futura show car. It was sold to George Barris for $1. How do you get a car for $1? You know. And, like the pictures I'm looking at here, the Batmobile looks red. You know, red pinstripes. You know, I don't see the orange anywhere. And I remember seeing the Batmobile at a convention. I could have remembered it being red. You know. The original Batmobile interior seat piping color. It says here, can somebody tell me the 1966 Barris original seating piping color was orange or red? Didn't have any in there. Yeah, they didn't have any pinstriping in the seats. I don't see anything here. What color that pipe color was? I do have a group that I follow. It's got to be red. It's got to be red. You know. Don't know. Does anybody out there know what color Batmobile was? Yeah. Yeah. It's hard to say. You know, some pictures are showing it red. Some are showing it orange, you know? Can't spell today either. I can't seem to find answers online. So, saying here the Batmobile is spelled wrong. All right. So let's see what kind of debate we can have here. What color is it? Red or orange? You know, I'd like to buy the Batmobile thing, but I don't know. I'd like to get it. Yeah, I missed out on the Hot Wheels Batmobiles because they had them at Zayres during the lockdown. I went and bought 3 of them. They were fairly cheap too. I think they were a couple bucks or something. But I couldn't find the classic Batmobile, nor I don't think I found. Yeah, well, I have the Tumbler. I don't have the Michael Keaton Batmobile. I do have a plastic version of one. I got it at McDonald's, and I got a electric toy one that you can make it move and stuff like that. I don't think it works anymore. I think I tried to use the remote and it just didn't work. But wow, what color is the original Batmobile? You know, I could have sworn it was red. But the picture that I have here shows that it's orange. And it says it's orange detailing. And it comes with Batman and Robin. And there's a Batman Forever Batmobile for $24.99. It's US. They're all diecast figures, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Check, this one's Amazon. Oh, this is a goofy car. Yeah, they got it for $45. I can get it at a store for $25. I should really grab it if it's still there. You know, well, here's one, a Hot Wheels one and it's actually in red. But it's $251 and $5 shipping. I'm like, ouch! I thought everything over a certain price on Amazon was free shipping if it's over a certain amount. This one, they want you $5 shipping. Maybe the $5 is to help so it doesn't get wrecked or something. I don't know. Yeah. And it was a designer collaboration with George Barris to ensure the replicas exact as the design. So that's kind of cool. Maybe that's why it's so expensive. It's 2.5 pounds. It's 30.5 by 15.2 by 12 by 7 centimeters. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting it, but I don't want the orange one. They only have 2 left. That's the one. It's Jella Toys, but it's like orange. I don't want Pinstripes orange. They have another one here. Batman Elite Edition flat black. One of 5,000. How much are they selling this thing for? Looks really nice. I wonder if that's the same one I was looking at, the Barris one. Yeah, that one looks really nice. I used to have a whole bunch of them when I was a kid. Didn't treat my toys very well. And then my mother threw them out a lot. So $121.76. Oh, there's a silver one. Chrome edition. It's worth $2,619.80. Would you pay that much for a toy car? There's another one here, another Hot Wheels one for $638.47. It's kind of cool. Oh, cool. They have A-Team's van out. It's $36.93 for that. And they got the Hot Wheels Batplane that I have, and they're selling it for $18.54 for Prime. And I'm like, ugh, that's kind of expensive. I think I only paid a couple bucks for mine, so. Yeah. I think I'm just going to call the stream an end for the night, or for the morning. So I'm glad that, that you came by and watched. If you're, go over to my YouTube channel. And if you're not subscribed, go and subscribe to that. Hit the like link, help me out a bit there to, it doesn't cost you anything to subscribe and like the channel. YouTube is free right now. I know you can get premium channeling. I guess you don't get any commercials and stuff like that. But go over to my YouTube channel. It's Take Out Comics. Subscribe, like, click the like button. Hopefully I give you an entertaining show. I'm not I try not to be over the top with stuff. I do pass on some information for you. And I kind of like doing this. It feels like, makes me feel like I'm on the radio show. You're going to start seeing some stuff from me soon. Some newer stuff in that. So everybody take care. You have a great day, and we'll chat with everybody later. Okay? Bye-bye.